Hello, I'm Deb Dietz with SMB Value Partners, and today I'm here with Jennifer Fondrevay, and Jennifer is an expert in mergers and acquisitions. Jennifer is the founder of Day One Ready, an M&A consulting company, and a new author. So Jennifer, thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you so much for having me, Deb.
Please introduce yourself. Tell me a little bit about your business and your new book.
Thanks. So let me start with the business. I have a company called Day One Ready. It's a consultancy that helps small, medium-sized businesses and Fortune 500 prepare for the people challenges that tend to emerge in mergers and acquisitions. The reason why I know this is that I went through 3 multi-billion-dollar acquisitions myself. And each time I kept saying to myself, there's just got to be a better way. And by the 3rd acquisition, I ultimately thought you've got to put your money where your mouth is. And so I decided to write what I considered at the time a survivor's handbook, how to survive M&A, how to navigate it, how to see the opportunities. And while I was writing the book and interviewing executives, I kept repeatedly being asked, are you going to do more than a book? How are you going to help people? And so that's why I launched Day One Ready Consultancy in 2018. And it's all focused on really helping executives and their middle managers be smarter on the people challenges that emerge post-deal.
Okay. Well, I can certainly understand. A lot of people probably think about it from a financial point of view, right? So they're thinking of, the dollars and cents of, and the rationale for why. They want to incorporate this as part of their growth strategy or exit strategy, as the case may be. But
yeah, and you know what I would say to that, Deb, I'm glad you raised that point, is the financial piece is understandably the key driver, right? Getting the deal done, making sure the valuation is right. And what my premise is that should be the focus, but you need to consider at that stage what the potential people challenges will be that could undermine that deal's success.
So do you think, so the book that you've written, do you, what's the, the appropriate audience? Or is this for any business owner or executive, or even those middle managers who just may want to be prepared because of what's going on in the job market today?
It's for both sides of the coin. So the book is written for, how I like to define it, the people who aren't in the room when the deal is made, but who are burdened with the execution.
Oh, good
So
point.
really, and that can be from VP to director to middle manager. They're the ones who often can be blindsided, don't anticipate that this is going to happen, but suddenly have to make it happen. So I really wrote the book for them. Yet at the same time, executives, private equity, business owners benefit from the book and have come back to me repeatedly to say how much the book helped them prepare for what would be the challenges and how to better anticipate them. And that's why in my consulting, I actually help them create that plan to be ready for those challenges.
Wonderful. So I would imagine this should be something that should be part of like a business planning process, right? So there should be because I work with small to mid-sized businesses myself, and I find that when they're doing planning, they're not necessarily thinking really far down the road and thinking that maybe there may be an opportunity in 5 years or 7 or 10 years to either sell their business or acquire or, divest themselves of maybe a division. But there's
right.
change that comes with that the sooner that they're thinking about this or planning for it, the better, right?
Right. And you and I have discussed this. I think the challenge can often be companies aren't considering a merger and acquisition because of the horror stories that are associated with it. Yet at the same time, particularly in today's day and age with how much technology is driving change, companies are struggling. Companies large and small, multi-billion-dollar companies are finding that mergers and acquisitions is the only solution that they have in order to be able to survive and continue to do what they do. The same thing is happening for small, medium-sized businesses. The amount of money that private equity has right now is over 200 billion. And so they're equally exploring. In fact, it's expected to accelerate in a mid-market business section, the amount of deals done.
Well, there's a lot to learn, and I really appreciate your focus on the soft side, the human side of M&A, and your book, which I've read and is fantastic. Highly recommend it. So thank you so much for raising the awareness about the soft side of M&A. My understanding is that you are participating in an upcoming panel discussion about M&A. Tell me about the panel. Tell me about the participants and what some of the key takeaways might be for attendees.
So thank you for mentioning that. It's the National Association of Women Business Owners, Chicago, who is hosting the event for us, and thrilled to be a part of it. I think the more that we can make business owners, big and small, smart about all aspects, the financial, the strategic, and the people challenges of mergers and acquisition, that's really the goal of the panel. And I'm thrilled we have a group of panelists who will bring insights from an HR, from a business planning, from a financial perspective that will paint a better picture, I believe, of what you can expect for a merger and acquisition, make it a viable growth strategy option, and also highlight some of the repeated challenges that people just don't think about, the succession planning, the exit strategy, beyond just the culture integration and issues that can happen when leadership changes. Those are all kind of the known entities, but more and more people are realizing that not having a succession plan or a growth strategy plan that considers how M&A is going to help your business, those are all the challenges that we'll be tackling as part of that panel session. And I'm thrilled that NAWBO has seen the benefit of promoting something like this for not just women business owners, because we're going to have men in the audience as well, but that it'll paint a picture for business owners to just be smarter about the entire process.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. For those of you that are interested in attending the panel discussion, it will be on January 30th from 6:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. It's at the Glenview Public Library in Glenview, which is a northern suburb of Chicago. Easily accessed by the Metro North train line. It's just across the street from the Glenview train station. Please, if you want to attend, please register by going to the NAWBO Chicago website. That's NAWBO, NAWBO.org/Chicago. Click on the events tab and register. We'd love to have you. And for the first 10 that register, Jennifer has so graciously agreed to provide a free signed copy of her book. So Jennifer, thank you so much for that. And also, where can people find your book?
So this is it. I'm very proud to have written it after 2.5 years of research. You can find it actually on Amazon, also on my website, which is jenniferjfondrevay.com. And it's called Now What? Survivor's Guide for Thriving Through Mergers and Acquisitions. I'd like to highlight that it is illustrated. One of the key parts that
Great illustrations, by the way.
Well, and for me, I thought, who in his right mind is going to read a book about mergers and acquisitions unless they thought it would be relevant and transparent? And frankly, there's a lot of dark humor in M&A. And so for me, writing this book, but making it something that's reflective of the experience, the good and the bad, was key. And so I'm thrilled that we'll be able to offer some copies to those who are coming to the panel.
Sounds great, Jennifer. Thank you again so much for your time. And everyone, we hope to see you on January 30th at the Glenview Library. Bye for now.
Thank you, Deb.